recovery. It's Wilson. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. I got you, son. Check the back.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on second down. Tua out to the right here to Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball again. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now the rookie's free. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Flushed out right. And check down complete to Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Working with a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
If you were going to choose a franchise back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow offensive cornerstone at Iowa State, and by testing numbers, one of the best athletes we've seen enter the league at his position.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Going right back to Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. Here we go.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Ready. Black, 95.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. Wilson's got it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They'll score at a 36-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Running left, it's Hall. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Two and now on first down. A quick slant to Hill. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa on the move to his left, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the Jets sweep, here comes Waddle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Give to Hall running right. And he's brought down. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll look to run with Hall. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a slant to Hill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of a yard, and that's good for a Miami first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Back to throw is Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Tua hit and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. It's Knight. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On first down, right back to Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's Hall again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today, and really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Miami, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never